ng ating Bombo International News Correspondent, si Ma'am Marisa Pascual. Magandang umaga, Ma'am Marisa. Ito po si Bombo Oliver Dacumos. Kasama din natin si Bombo Myra Reside. Live na po tayo dito sa ating programang Good Morning Philippines. Kamusta po kayo dyan, Ma'am Marisa?
Good morning, Bombo Oliver, and good morning, Bombo Myra. Good morning, Philippines. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat dyan sa Pangasinan, lalo dyan sa inyo sa Isabela. Good morning. Happy Sunday.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am Marisa, kamusta ngayon yung sitwasyon dyan sa inyong kinaroroonan, mga weather natin at itong mga nangyayari din mga kaganapan no dito sa sa parte ng New York City, Ma'am Marisa.
Okay, dito ngayon, it's about 5:35 p.m. ng Sabado ng hapon. We've been having heat wave. Actually, yung weather namin kahapon, it broke a record from way back in 1942 and another hot day today. But anyways, merong serious accident nangyari kahapon sa New York. A tour bus returning from a trip to Niagara Falls overturned in the upstate New York Friday, killing 5 people and injuring dozens of people. Kasi itong bus na ito was traveling from Niagara Falls back to New York City. It has 52 tourists, pagkatapos yung driver and a tour bus guide. So ang nangyari nito, sabi ni Trooper James Callahan, the driver was distracted. And remember, the bus is on a full speed. He was distracted. He veered off to the ditch, and then nag-roll over yung bus nung he overcorrected it. So marami ang mga taong got thrown from the windows. May mga taong they got extricated kasi na-trap sila. And most of them have some injuries. Right now, there's one child that's in critical condition, 2 major injuries with severe broken bones and stuff. So marami itong these are tourists, marami ditong mga Filipino, Indian, Chinese. Marami din akong na find out that there are also people from Middle East and some Americans as well who are a part of this. So itong mga victims na ito, ages 1 to 74, and 5 of them died on the scene. Napanood ko to kahapon ng live, ang daming ambulance, ang daming mga helicopter. Anytime that Helovac is dispatched to the location, that means serious injuries. Sabi ng New York na they have not seen this much victims. Normally, sabi nila, with this kind of accidents, nakita nila as much as 25. This is 52 people. So marami itong mga, they don't speak, a lot of them speak other languages. So a lot of the interpreters were dispatched to the scene. Sabi ng New York head na we are constantly having a practice and drill sa mga hospitals to make sure. And sabi niya, we just had a recent drill, and when this happened, we were ready to handle, although this much kind of people, sabi niya, everything was transported and done smoothly. So everybody's being helped right now. So because of this accident involved Filipinos, the U.S. Embassy in New York is monitoring this incident. I was checking yesterday when I did a report on this. I was checking it again today kung any of the 5 deceased included Filipinos. The identity of those people that died in this accident have not been disclosed for privacy purposes. So yun ang nangyari dito. So it's very sad kasi Niagara Falls is a very beautiful scenery, and New York City, these are very popular tourist destinations that we have a lot of people from Asia and other countries that were in this bus.
Yes, Ma'am Marisa. Ma'am, dito sa nasabing insidente, kamusta na ngayon yung ilang mga na-aksidente dito at anong ospital, saan sila pinunta? May mga nakalabas na po ba dito, Ma'am Marisa?
There were some sabi na they have been na-release na sila, but 2 dozen patients were transferred to Erie County Medical Center with head injuries, extremity fractures, and other bone injuries. And most of them will recover, sabi ng doctor. Mga sa Caleda Health, which operates multiple hospitals in the area, said they received 20 patients including 5 children. One of the children remains in serious condition. The University of Rochester Medical Center said ito yung dalawang pasyente na they have critical bone injuries and they are in critical conditions. So, but other than that, sabi niya na most of these passengers receive some kind of injury from abrasions to bruises, but some are. The good news is itong 5 na namatay that died on the scene. The good news is yung mga naka-confine ngayon are expected to recover. So there's no additional. They're not anticipating any additional death at this time, which is good.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, siguro may katanungan si Bombo Myra.
Yes, Ma'am Marisa. Ma'am, is this the first time na meron pong ganitong nangyari dyan po sa nasabing area, particular na po dyan sa Pembroke? Kasi ayon sa isa nating correspondent, ma'am, sabi po niya, this is an accident-prone area. How true, ma'am, ito pong area na napangyarihan po nito?
There are some indications na itong mga areas na ito are accident-prone. So that's the more na anytime na merong notice na nakalagay na this is a high accident prone, normally may mga notices. Drivers, regardless whether you're an individual driver in your car or especially bus operators, need to take precaution and drive consciously, especially kung ang dami kang pasahero. So it seems like this operator was driving in a full speed, got distracted, overcorrected, kaya nangyari ito. So sabi naman nila na mechanical failure and operator impairment were ruled out. And the driver is fully alive and cooperating at this point. Charges are yet to be filed, but sabi ng Transportation Security Board are going to investigate this matter. So depende kung ano ang makita nila, they will at this point wala pang charges to the driver. So yes, always take precaution. Talagang may mga freeways dito na it's a very dangerous areas that drivers have maraming signs na nakalagay doon na drive cautiously, accident prone area.
Ma'am Marisa, buhay itong driver ng bus?
Yes, the driver is fine, wala siyang injury, and he is cooperating with the investigation of the National Transportation Safety Board.
Yes, ma'am. So, ano yung sira ng sasakyan na nagamit, ma'am? Sang banda po kung nakita po natin or sa balita dyan po sa USA, ma'am?
So, ang nangyari yung bus, when you're going at a full speed, and then he hit the median, and then he overcorrected it, nag-roll over yung sasakyan, and then it rested on the side of the bus. Kaya siguro yung nag-roll over siya, maraming natilapon na mga tao because the buses here do not have any seat belts. But I have a feeling that the bus driver has a seat belt, but not the passengers.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, kamusta yung tulong ng Pembroke or dyan sa New York City sa mga naapektuhan nito sa nasabing insidente, ma'am?
So everybody, kung yung mga meron silang mga hospitalization, everybody is being taken care of. As far as the Philippine Embassy monitoring the place, monitoring the situation kasi may mga Filipinos, so just in case may mga tourists. So normally they are extended help and guided by the Philippine Embassy. Marami din tayong mga Filipino na around the area. I was actually very familiar with that area. We were there 2 years ago with a friend that were vacationing from the Philippines. And nagkaroon siya ng cardiac arrest, and I'm familiar with these hospitals. Everybody over there are very, very nice. Mga staff ng hospitals are all very nice. Very accommodating. That's one thing that's really good here in America. Our people are very, very helpful.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, nabanggit nyo yung about po doon sa seatbelt. Kasi ayon din po sa ating correspondent, ma'am, may seatbelt yung driver, pero may mga iba daw po na hindi raw po kumbaga naglagay ng kanilang mga seatbelt. Paano po ba yung sitwasyon doon po sa bus? Ganon din po ba dito sa Pilipinas na, for example, kapag sasakay ka sa isang bus, may mga parte na hindi po, o kumbaga hindi available, ano po yung pong kanilang seatbelt, ma'am?
I'm not aware that any public buses or tour buses are equipped with seat belts. Alam ko na yung driver may seat belt yan. But lalo kung 52, I'm not aware na there are any seat belts. Kung it's a tour, yung mga minivan na those are equipped with seat belts, but I'm not aware na any big buses like this are equipped with seat belts. I'm not familiar with that. And dito sa Oregon, big buses are not equipped with seat belts except the driver.
Mm. Yes, ma'am. So, ganun talaga yung naging sitwasyon dyan sa New York City, ma'am. Particular sa Pembroke. Buti itong bus, ma'am, ay hindi siya sumabog or nagkaroon ng leak ng gas.
Yes, that is a good thing kasi with the speed and then nag-roll over siya and then it rested on the side. That could have been worse kung there's a good chance sana na sasabog siya, but the good thing is hindi siya sumabog. But one thing in here, ang pag may mga emergency dito, mabilis ang dispatch ng emergency help dito. Dito sa amin, the normal response time is about 2 minutes. Dito sa amin, less than 1 minute. The cops are here. So nakita ko siya live kahapon na ang bilis ng mga ambulance, ang bilis ng mga helicopters, because just like the doctor said that we have this drill all the time so that any situation we're ready to whatever it takes. Kaya sabi nila na, sabi ng director nung in-interview siya ng hospital na out of 25 years I've been, sabi niya I've seen as much as 25 passengers that were injured in an accident. This is over 50. But they were able to handle it with no problem. Magaling silang mag-dispatch ng mga help.
Yes, ma'am. Sa ngayon, ma'am, ano po yung ginagawang hakbang ng inyong pong pamahalaan or ng inyong pong pamunuan, ahensya para po dito and of course para po maiwasan sa mga susunod pa pong mga tour na buses po?
Well, ang mga bus drivers have a more rigid requirements kung kukuha sila ng mga driver's license, and as a matter of fact this accident may show on the driver's accident record. So kung makikita nilang nagkaroon siya ng problem, there's a possibility na hindi siya i-renew or he might need to get some training para to avoid this, and this is a very serious problem that he caused. And as of right now, hindi pa rin dinidisclose of what caused the yung distracted siya that's going on inside the bus. They are yet to identify what that is, and it has to be big kasi kung nagdra-drive ka, you have to concentrate. But a certain point na when you're driving and there's noise and there's some craziness going on in there, sometimes you have to say something like, "Hey, you're distracting me," and whatever that is, we still don't know at this point what caused that na he got distracted.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, yung mga nasawi na claim na po ba ng pamilya or saan po sila namamalagi ngayon, ma'am? Or saan nakaratay?
So yung mga disease are somewhere in Pembroke, New York. Again, walang mga, because these are people that are traveling from out of the country. I don't know kung may mga kasama silang mga family. I don't know if these people are from other countries that they have to notify the family members from out of the country. I have a feeling na ganon kasi very tight-lipped sila sa mga information. They will not release any information kung taga saan. Kasi that's the first thing I was looking for. Are there any Filipino victims? But the 5 people have not been identified, and they keep saying like for privacy purposes, their identity has not been disclosed. Or location for that matter.
Yes. Ayan, ma'am, siguro mga mensahe at panawagan sa ating mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na sa mga ganitong sitwasyon at magtutour dyan sa parte ng US, ma'am, sa mga nais nyong maipaalala sa kanila bilang matagal na din kayo dyan sa USA, ma'am.
Maraming mga Filipino that comes here to tour the US, because the US has a lot of places to visit, and Niagara Falls is a very beautiful place. I was there 2 years ago. New York City is another good one. I was there in June. It's extremely important pag you visit the US, especially ngayon, you must buy a travel insurance. A travel insurance it's not, you compare what you save, it's not really expensive. But if you see the coverage, when you come here, my friend had a cardiac arrest when he was traveling here. And he was in ICU for how many days? Ang mahal ng medical insurance, mahal ng medical dito. So, a reminder, anytime you are traveling as a tourist in the US, when I travel to Manila from here in the US, I buy a travel insurance, and I am loaded with a lot of other insurances, but the travel insurance is specific to any kind of accidents or injury or illness that you encounter while traveling for the 30 days or the 60 days that you are out of the country, it covers you. Ang ganda ng coverage niya, grabe. So, I encourage people that are vacationing to the US, vacationing around the world. Your travel insurance can be a little bit expensive, but it's all worth it. Kasi you just don't know what happens. People dies while in other countries. So it is extremely important that you must get that from your travel agency that you're buying your ticket from or online. Those are being offered to you. It's worth it. I strongly encourage you anytime you travel, anytime I go to the Philippines, I get that. And I get the fully loaded insurance to make sure that I have coverage everywhere.
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, siguro kung may nais pa kayong banggitin, pasalamatan, shout out, at iba pa ma'am, go ahead, Ma'am Marisa.
I would like to do a happy birthday shout out sa aking pamangkin, Aiden Faligowski of Beaverton, Oregon. This is a very special birthday for him because he almost died 3 months ago. Happy birthday, Balong. My nephew, Mark Pascual from London. Happy birthday sa'yo, Balong. Cheers to an amazing year ahead. 2 golden birthdays. My friend Jessie Maloles of Manila. Happy 50th birthday sa'yo. And so is my friend Hilda Lagamon of Vancouver, Washington. She's having her golden birthday today. Cheers to a golden year ahead. So kumusta kayong lahat dyan sa Isabela, kayo dyan sa Pangasinan. So you guys take care and enjoy your Sunday. And Bombo Oliver and Bombo Myra, it's always a pleasure. And Malorito sa USA, ako si Bombo International News Correspondent Marisa Pascual. Para sa #1 most trusted, unmatched source of news and information, it's Bombo Radio Philippines. Basta Radio, Bombo.
Yan, maraming salamat Ma'am Marisa at mag-ingat po kayo dyan. God bless po.
Thank you. Take care.
Oras natin mga kabombo, 9 na minuto bago sumapit itong alas 9 ng umaga mga kabombo. At napakinggan itong naging impormasyon no, na binahagi ni Bombo International News Correspondent Ma'am Marisa Pascual mga kabombo dyan sa USA dahil syempre itong naging kaganapan talaga no, na nasa 5 ang nasawi dito nga sa nasabing insidente at hindi pa din i-disclose yung pangalan